What do you think the future of communication will hold?
I mean, we have phones right now, right? I don't want to carry around that hunk of metal, glass and metal again in the future. So I think wearable phones will be the future. On my arm, maybe in your ear, something like that. Holograms, holograms, holograms. Like, holograms, you know? I think holograms are definitely the future. It's just you don't need to hold anything. You can just see who you want to talk to. They're just right there, holograms, you know?
You're on the right track.
Alright, imagine this. You grab a Cheetos packet, and then you hit the barcode, and you can talk to the exact guy that made your Cheetos. I can then roast them for not putting enough Cheetos into my packet. Honestly, the Cheeto to air ratio is completely abysmal. They need to fix this, it's a ripoff.
As I was saying, the second guy, the individual who talked about holograms, was on the right track. Roll the intro. Our product, the Pear Kernel. The future is now. Thanks, guys. After years of research and countless hours of academy training, we have developed an implant of unfathomable power beyond fathom. This implant is to be non-intrusive and is barely a few millimeters in size right now. Banana for reference. Chopstick for reference. The other chopstick for reference. I'd like to introduce our head engineer, Rajev De Silva, to further explain our brand new product.
Hi, I'm Rajev De Silva, head engineer at Pear Electronics. Thank you for joining our stream. Our new product, the Kernel, is genuinely groundbreaking. We took the conventional idea of a phone and made it tiny. Let me take you on a journey. People. Places. Things. Other things. We considered all of that. We took all of that and put it into this product. What do I mean? Let me give you an example. Aren't you tired of holding your phone up to your ear when making a phone call? Aren't you tired of craning your arm out to try and fit everyone into a group call? Aren't you tired of looking at your tiny phone screen when video calling someone? Well, do we have the solution for you? Almost perfect holographic calling. Let me call our other lead engineer, Bill Johnson, to showcase this exact technology. In fact, I'm going to be using this exact technology while calling him. Bear in mind, there might be a few lag issues, maybe even some stutters, because we're streaming this worldwide. So, okay. Bill? Bill? Oh, hi Rajev. I'm Bill Johnson, the other lead engineer on this project. Hi Bill, I called you here today to help me explain the features of this new product. Excellent. Let's start with the obvious. How does this work? This very small physical implant directly interfaces with your cognitive system. This will allow you to almost telepathically communicate with this implant, which will have all the technology needed to connect you to the internet. This will then allow you to connect to any device around you, stream images and audio to communicate with anyone, or access any form of media anywhere in the world with just a spare thought. But hold on, it gets better. If we can directly interface with the cognitive system, we can do the same thing with the sensory cortex, which receives and interprets signals from, most importantly, our eyes and ears. So funny, I was going to say exactly the same thing. Anyway, this will allow us to virtually see images and people through our physical implant. This would simply be overlaid over what you actually see in the real world, as we are not overriding the optic nerve, rather providing extra information to the sensory cortex. We can communicate with anyone around the world and actually see them, overlaid in our environment, and vice versa. The initial proof of concept is 5mm by 5mm. I'm wearing it right now, in fact, but later revisions will be made smaller and smaller, possibly dipping into the micrometer territory, where the technology improves enough to make components smaller and use external components that won't require any extra space on the implant. It requires an equally minuscule amount of energy. The advancements of ARM processors today allows for much smaller processing units that require very little power and thus very little cooling. At any given time, the human brain produces enough electrical current to power a 15 to 20 watt light bulb. The current Gen 1 kernel sips an impossibly small amount of power in comparison, by 0.005 watts. Wow. I don't know why I'm so surprised I helped design it, but there's more. Because you're constantly connected to the kernel, which is in turn connected to our base servers in the pear tree, the language barrier will be in the past. It's a problem of the past. Our AI systems can instantly translate incoming audio to your language preference, and provided the recipient is also wearing a pear kernel, what you say back will also be comprehensible to them. All this happens in real time and you don't need to move a cognitive muscle. It's all about simplicity. This is the only computing device you will ever need. It will replace everything.